Welcome to Saturday night's improv comedy show, Comedy One Shots. We are chaotic good improv. It is Saturday, right? Okay, good. It's the holidays, and I forget what day it is. I was watching football yesterday, and it just screwed up my whole NFL. So it screwed up my whole system. But welcome, and thank you guys for joining us here tonight. I hope for the most part you guys had a good holiday. Today is Boxing Day, so for those of you guys who are find your weight class, get in a ring, be able to duke it out. It's probably it should be the second thing of Festivus, the airing of grievances that were created after you aired the grievances on Festivus Day. So we've got a great show for you guys tonight. We've got 4 cast members here to do some short form improv comedy shows for you. Oh, wait, and not Christmas was yesterday? Oh, yeah. Christmas was yesterday. I'm sorry. Pierce is chatting to me. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. So thank you, guys. We got some short form improv comedy shows for you guys here tonight. So everything you see here tonight is going to be made up on the spot. We don't have anything planned, and it already sounds like it's going to be a fun show. So we'll need suggestions from you guys throughout the show. So anytime one of us is introducing one of our games, we may ask you, we may posit a question to the audience, like just what's your favorite Christmas food, or where is a place, and you just type in an answer into the chat. You just type in an answer.
Where is a place?
That's
Any
exactly
place.
how the ask scores will go. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
What's a noun? You don't have an adjective.
You just type it into the chat, and Chad will be monitoring the chat. He'll let us know what the suggestion is that we've chosen, and we'll use that suggestion for our scenes. And let me introduce our cast for you guys here tonight. So me bumbling through and fumbling through everything, I am Chris. Hey! We've also got with us tonight, we've got Patrick.
We got Patrick.
We've got Pierce. And we've got Melanie.
We got Melanie.
And the man making all the magic happen behind the keyboards and the 47 digital screens, like whatever, so Catholic Ray Tube TVs. The digital screens, we've got our Hostmaster General, Chad. And Chad, any announcements or anything that we need to get through before we attempt to start a normal show?
Well, to answer Patrick's question, announce a special kind of word. It's any name you've ever heard. I find it quite interesting. Announce a person, place, or thing. And that's your educational portion of the evening. The rest is all downhill from here. All right, guys. Well, as Chris said, thank you so much for joining us tonight on this already wild show. Be sure to be active in the chat. Go ahead and just toss out all those suggestions you can. If we can't get your suggestion in the first round, we will most likely bring it back in a later scene. So there's nothing to be lost by suggesting things. Real quick, just want to point out, as always, we do have people who like to support us, and we really do appreciate that support. We are viewer supported, so if you would like to kind of toss your coin in the hat and everything and keep us loud live and bringing the funny to you, do what Eagle Panini and RM Little just did and bit cheer us on oh dear, you know what? We're not streaming on the other platform, so let's start that, shall we? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and bit cheer us on the Twitch stream, which you've probably only been watching up to this point, and and go ahead and toss us a subscription on that as well. Also, Facebook and YouTube. Hey guys, sorry we kind of got there late for you, but hey, we fix that. Like I said, it's been a night. But guys, yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, we have merchandise available on our website, chaoticgoodimprov.com. I have a shirt. I have a mask, and don't worry, they do print right side. It's just that Zoom is weird. Melanie has a mug that keeps fading in and out of the shot, but yeah, it's a nice mug shot. But yes, but we do have merchandise if you'd like to show off your CGI pride. Go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out our store, and that way you can also support us that way as well. And wow, okay, everybody's lighting up the chat with emotes, and we really do appreciate that as well.
Emotes.
Also, thank you to T-Sweet7, who's the latest to follow us on Twitch. And guys, if you would, the main way that you can support us and keep us doing all this and everything is go ahead and share this with your friends. Go ahead and tell folks, hey, look, we're not going out to any events and everything. Why not have comedy directly pumped into your house through your devices? Exactly. Yeah, we are a free-flowing stream of comedy. Just, we're like a utility
Pump
almost.
you up.
Yeah, we had the pomp, but yeah. So we do this nearly every Thursday and Saturday night, barring holidays, and on Tuesdays we play Jackbox games as well. So if you follow us on Twitch, you'll be notified every time we go live. And T-Sweet7, thank you so much for being the latest follower, and Comedy Girly, thank you for being our latest resubscribe, 6-month subscription. That's amazing. So anyway,
that pretty much means that you're in on the ground level, because I think we've just hit that 6 months subscription mark. So.
Guys, it has been half a year, and I can't even believe it myself. So thank you so much for just supporting us through all this time. It really does mean the world to us. And now, before I get too sappy, let's take it back over to Chris and start the comedy portion of the show. So, Chris, take it from here. How about it?
All right. Thank you, Chad. That was very informative. I learned a lot from your stuff. I also learned what a noun is, and that's what we strive to do here at CGI. We're not only entertaining, we're also informative, and that's important to me. So we're going to be, the more, we just violated trademark copyrights, so we're good. We're good now. Except they just use their hands. So we're going to start off our first game. It's a game we like to start most of our shows off with. It's a game called Change. This will be for Melanie and Pierce. And what I need from the audience would be any location, any place. Where is a place? Actually, so we just need any location or place. It doesn't have to be a specific city or a country. It can be a building. It can be a type of business. It can even be like a broom closet. It doesn't matter what it is, just any place. And we'll use that for this scene. What's going to happen is Pierce and Melanie will begin to improvise the scene based on the suggestion given. And but I can say change whenever I want. And when I say change, whoever just spoke will have to change what they said to something completely different and then have to justify why the new thing they said or did is part of the scene. Chad, does anyone explain where a place is for us that we might be able to use as a suggestion?
No one ever asks how is a place. That's just
sad. Place?
Exactly.
Why?
That's a deep question.
Mm-hmm. How about a sushi bar?
Sushi bar. So this scene has something to do with the sushi bar. This is the suggestion for their scene of change with Pierce and Melanie in 3, 2, and 1.
I can't use chopsticks. Why do you always make me use chopsticks?
Because it's offensive to come to a place like this and be so culturally insensitive and use a fork.
You know what's culturally insensitive is dropping food on the floor.
It's also really expensive.
Right. So let me look. I'll just use my fingers.
Change.
I'll use a spoon.
Change.
I'll just pick the plate up and just kind of get it directly off the plate. That's gotta. There's got to be some.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. This is why we don't go out to dinner.
Am I embarrassing you again?
You are humiliating me again.
Well, don't let me trample on your ego or let anybody else trample on your ego. I know you have an image to maintain.
I am going to have another glass of wine.
Change.
I am going to have some of this sake.
Change.
I am going to have 3 martinis and pretend I'm with someone else tonight.
3 more martinis.
3 more martinis.
I think it's time. I think it's time. I'm done.
A divorce?
Change.
Kill your wife?
Change.
Have a baby?
If that will let me use a freaking fork, then I will put a baby in you.
Well, when you put it so romantically.
You're the one with 4 martinis in you already.
6 at this point. And listen, okay, if we have a baby, I get a child, you get a fork. We both can just enjoy ourselves and maybe not have to come out to a restaurant where you eat like a pig in a trough.
I am totally great with this plan. We can eat at home. We can order sushi. We can order sake. I can make you your own dang martinis while you breastfeed. Whatever.
I think that instead of breastfeeding, I'm going to use a bottle, though.
Change.
I think instead of breastfeeding, I'm going to just go straight to solids as soon as the baby's out.
Change.
I think instead of breastfeeding, I'm going to go right to martini because this kid is going to be my kid and we're going to start young.
And seed. Whew. I think I know how they're going to make the baby. They're going to fork it.
Yeah, we're gonna. I avoided using that word.
Hey, just make sure the baby is stirred and not shaken. All right?
Don't shake the baby. Yeah.
We're going there already. For our next game, we've got all four of us are in this one. Chad, to kick this one off, what we're going to need is it's been a long time since I've introduced this. So we're going to need something for these two to argue about, something very trivial for them to argue. It's a trivial argument. So let's find out what that. Not shaking babies. Something more trivial than that.
Or feeding them
you're
alcohol.
taking away all of our content we can work with. So sure, yeah, whatever's left, we'll make a scene out of that.
I was going to say
not abusing children, Patrick. Just not abusing children.
I was going to say, Pierce, is pretty trivial, because they're kind of small. So I mean, it's a small matter. Real quick, also, I need to mention something, and RM Little in the chat has done a very good job of reminding me of this. We do name our shows based on some of the funny things that people say, and we've already had some suggestions from that last scene. Good Lord, have we ever. So if you hear our actors say something very interesting or very funny, or you hear common themes happen during the show, please let me know in the chat. Usually put quotes around it or something, and I'll go ahead and put it in a big old list of suggestions for what we're going to name the show in our archives, and you'll get credit for it and kudos. So how about that? We'll deliberate at the end of the show. All right, so here we go. An argument about pineapple pizza.
Pineapple pizza. I think we're hungry tonight. We've had sushi and now pizza. But Chris and Patrick are going to be doing a scene having something to do with pineapple pizza. Maybe they're arguing about it. I don't know. Maybe they're making one. But they're going to be doing a scene. And Melanie and I will be their pillars. So at any point in the scene, they can raise their hand and because they've blanked, and it will be our job to fill in the word that they cannot think of in their dialogue. So this is pillars. This has something to do, again, with pineapple.
And Pierce, you're my pillar, and Melanie is Patrick's pillar.
I'm your pillar. I was thinking.
Yeah. No, you're my pillar, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Chris's pillar. Melanie is Patrick's pillar. This is Pillars. In 3, 2, and 1.
What's up, dude?
Sup, bruh?
Hey man, so we just got an order from the customer. I've never seen this this order before. Can you help me with this?
Look, man, this is my first day as assistant to the assistant manager, and I'm not sure if I'm authorized nor experienced enough to be able to help you, but I will give it my all. Okay.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this dude wants pizza on top of a pineapple. I don't know how to make that.
Whoa. That's so weird because normally we put the pineapples on top of the pizza.
Yeah, they want to use the pineapple like a base layer, sort of like a...
Scissors?
Sort of like scissors, where you put the paper on top of the scissors, and cut like that,
Wait, you mean there's more than another way to cut paper with scissors? That's how I do it.
Oh, I thought there was more than one way, like the Eastern medicine way or something like that. I don't know, man. It's weird, bro. But I got to get this pizza in because we've been talking about this for 7 minutes now.
It's cool, man. Now that's going to take a lot of pineapple. We only have so many pineapples here at the hut, So what we may have to use some filler. I was thinking we could put some
boombox
innards, like those old boom boxes we have in the back, just break them open, find some of the smaller little bits of wire and capacitors and things and mix those in for structure.
Yeah, some of the silicone wafers, they're yellow, it looks just like pineapple if you make it nice and moist,
Yeah.
I was thinking though, like we got to get this pizza to the guy faster because we have like that 30-minute guarantee your pizza's free if it's not there in time. What if we started using
pants?
What if we started using pants? Because a lot of time that we go to the door, we're just like Donald Duck in it from the waist down, you know.
Yeah.
And like getting over the embarrassment is like the hardest part of delivering the pizza.
Yeah, but bro, that would go against our motto here at the Butt Hut, bro. Like when we deliver our pizza, they get to see us goodbye waving with our moon. You know, like that's totally what people get. It's an experience. It's not like pillow palace down the road where that's all chicks. We're all dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, I know. Like I love working here, bro. You know, and like I love like the masculine energy that we put off on each other. You know, but like again, we got to talk about. We've been talking about the pizza for 14 minutes, and I feel like this customer is going to call back and be like,
Flowers,
man. Flowers for your funeral is what I'm going to send you when I kill you for not bringing me this pizza. This dude sounded really aggressive on the phone, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, really like totally not mellow.
Yeah, we do have some of the most aggressive customers. I mean, just to even allude to the fact that he's going to give you flowers after he kills you. I mean, there's no mistaking his anger with that, bro. You know, there's nothing to try and figure out. He's not saying
Star Wars,
just Star Wars, man. You know, like he's not saying that because that would be confusing. He's pretty much telling you exactly how he feels.
He did say that we're his second favorite hut after Jabba, you know. So like, it was a weird conversation, man. It was weird.
Well,
like, I had to.
Go ahead, bro. Like, no, man. Yeah. I think we're just so stoned. It's going to take us way longer than 30 minutes to make this pizza. We should just chalk it up as a loss, bro.
Dude, it's been 42 minutes, man. This pizza's already free, bro.
Hey, bro. Let's just call him up and say we left it on his doorstep and he never came out. Maybe someone took it.
Porch pirates, bro. That's crazy.
That place is out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Butt Hut.
When you walk away, the customer say, "Good night, Moon."
Good night, Moon.
All right, so we're going to have Chris take his headphones out, the universal. I can actually ask him. So what we're going to do here is we need a famous person, fictional or real, animated or live action, from a book. That Chris might
Chris having a hard time drinking his drink
and then something that this person might be announcing. Because what's going to happen is Chris is going to come back in. We're going to tell him to put his headphones back in. And then Patrick and Chad and Pierce and I can ask questions to try to help him figure out who he is and what he's there to announce. So, do we have any recommendations?
Let's see here. I do like Dolly Parton. As Dolly Parton has been rather active these days, and
she is.
And let's say that she's announcing a betrothal to a member of the royal family.
Oh, Princess Dolly. Okay,
I like it.
All right, so he's got to figure out that he's Dolly Parton and trying to announce that he's betrothed to a royal. Right. All right, let's give him the universal sign to put his headphones back in his big old ears under his hat.
Well, hello. Thank you guys for coming here for my conference. I called you guys. Thanks for showing up. I was afraid maybe no one would want to come and listen to what I have to say. I'm willing to open it up the floor for questions. Yes, you, sir.
Yes, this is Bill Bradley from National Geographic. You've been traveling some, I think. I'm not sure, actually. Have you been traveling? When, where? If so, where to?
I've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been doing a lot of walkabouting and rowboating and even some RVing. I've been using different modes. Yeah.
Yeah. Follow up to that. Have you been rowboating or motorboating?
Well, I've been rowboating, but depending on who I'm rowboating with, sometimes I motorboat. So, you know, it's more of a company thing. Yes, ma'am, you.
Oh, hello. I'm Lady Mary from Downton Abbey magazine. I'm just curious if you've always dreamt of being a princess.
It has ever since I was a little child. I've had a dream of princessdom, and I'm happy that I'm well on the way to getting the dome of the princessdom. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much for following my life and career. Yes, you sir in the hat.
Yes, Bill Paxton, Broadway Quarterly. No relation to the actor. Yeah, I was wondering, what kind of hours are you keeping these days? Are you still working?
I am. Since I've been traveling so much, I've moved to a 24-hour clock. I don't really use the 12 to 12 thing, so it's a 24-hour clock. I typically I'm good for about 18 hours a day. I get about a 4-hour nap, and then just some time for reflection.
So follow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So no longer 9 to 5. That's 18 hours. That's 9 to 3 a.m.
It's 18 hours straight, regardless of when I start. It's more of yeah. So,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, you sir.
Hey, this is Bart from the Smoky Mountain Journal.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if your post nuptials, you're going to be living here at home or overseas.
I'm planning to have multiple homes. I can afford it. And so I figure, may have some here and abroad, which is for the lay people, it means away. So I just want, doesn't mean me, a woman. Yeah. You, ma'am.
Dr. Fauci from America.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
What inspired you to take such a load of wealth and put it toward medicine that could help the whole world as you did this year?
Well, I figured I'm not skilled and trained enough to be able to do the medicines on my own, but I am skilled and trained enough to have a bunch of money to throw at people who know how to make the medicines. So in lieu of that, or by proxy, I have made the medicines. So yes, you, sir.
Yes, William Paxton, no relation to the actor or the other man, from Brexit Yearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, when we first met you, there was peace on Earth. In your new role, is that something you will look to continue?
Yes. I'm gonna focus on peace on Earth again. More peacier. I want to make it peacier. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you, ma'am.
Lady Mary, again, one quick question, because many ladies here are rather, we're delicate in our how we present ourselves. And I'm wondering if you have a special designer to help you accommodate your excesses as we find a gown for you to be wed in.
I'm a pretty simple, laid back sort of gal, as you can tell, and I just I'd like to be designed and dressed in the local flair. So I'm thinking something a local designer here in this place would be fantastic. Yes, you sir, wrapping up. Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Hofstetter from TMZ.
Uh-huh.
So we have inside information that your betrothed had previously been seen out with Jolene. Is this just payback for that bitch?
It is. I'm thinking that I can take him back and marry him, and then if it's legal, there won't be, I'll be leaning on the Jolene, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna. Yes. One final question for you, sir, in the hat.
Yeah. Will Paxton, Bill Paxton, the actor's son. Listen, I was just wondering, when you do end up finding your next relationship, are you going to rely on each other?
I hope so.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You'll rely on each other?
I'm hoping we do.
Gotcha. All right.
Yes. You know, sometimes questions just throw you for a loop, but I think I'm going to go ahead and have to close it out here because I am Dolly Parton, who is, and I'm announcing here that I'm getting ready to marry the prince into the royal family. Okay.
Very nice.
Oh man, that was a good Dolly. But re-lie, I was like, what is he trying to tell me?
All right, so that was. I actually would love to see Princess Dolly. I'm surprised there's not a Hallmark movie with her about that. All right, so our next game is going to be for Pierce and Chris, and I am going to need Chad someone's horoscope, or they can give their friend's horoscope if they want to mess with their head. Anyone's horoscope, a horoscope.
A zodiac sign is what we're looking for. So, yeah. Go ahead and throw up a sign. That's cool.
Type in your entire horoscope into the chat.
Do our work
your
for
zodiac
us because
sign.
we're lazy. No, it's okay. Looks like we have Virgo.
Virgo, yeah.
I'm so glad that it's me saying this. So here we go. So who's a Virgo out there? I mean, a Virgo. God, you messed up. All right. Wow, we have 2 in the company. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah, we have 2 Virgos and 2 Aries, so that works out pretty good.
Oh, it's dangerous. All right. So Virgo, this is your horoscope for today, and what's going to happen as soon as I'm done reading this is that Chris and Pierce are going to create a scene based entirely on whatever I read in the next minute. And so here we go. Virgo, for December 26th, 2020. You want to let... Oh, I get an ad.
You want cash now. You have a structured settlement.
Wait, hold up. I won something on Amazon. Okay, you want to let absolutely everyone know how happy you are and why. Start by getting permission from the other half of your joyous news. Once you get the okay, tell all your friends, family, coworkers, and anyone you make pleasant eye contact with. Then pull out your address book from college. The only thing better than being happy is telling the entire world about why. So this is Horoscope with Chris and Pierce in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, honey. Last night was amazing.
I know.
I mean, I was dreading it. I wasn't sure how good I was going to be, and you were obviously are very experienced, and I was nervous, but now I feel amazing. Like this is it's a new chapter of my life, you know.
It's a new chapter for both of our lives.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, since we did it together, it's like our chapter. But now, I'm 25, and it's one of these things where I didn't ever imagine it was going to take so long. And I know you've been with like 1,000 people. But I just want to tell everyone. I just need to tell everyone. I want to post on the Facebooks. I want to let our neighbors know. I was even going to tell that son of a bitch from high school who wouldn't do it with me that I've done it finally, and it was with you.
Okay, I get that. I get your excitement. I want to share it with the world as well. I think we need to maybe think through it and talk through it a little bit.
Oh, let's talk about it, because I would love to reminisce. I mean, my body's still boogieing, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it is just feeling so wonderful inside.
I know. I've seen that effect in other people I've done that with. But you know, I like my privacy. You know, I like the specialness of just us.
Well, yes, but you should understand, this is monumental. Like, I have been I've been closed off for so long, and now I have the floodgates have opened, and I want to do this every day. No offense to you, I would love to do it with you every day, but if something were to happen, I'm going to do this with lots of people. Like, this is something that I plan to further do in my life. And that's why I want people to know I've done it. So if we break up, they can start sending me requests to do it with me.
Every day?
Sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. This is how exciting this is to me.
That's a lot.
It is.
I don't know that I can. I don't know that that's going to work for me.
Well, you need to get over it or start doing it again because I'm ready.
Like right now?
Yes.
I mean, I usually take like at least a 20 or 30-minute break.
It's too late. I've already posted on Facebook that I've done it, and I've got 6 requests. So you need to decide if you want to do it again, or I'm just going to respond to something. Those are random people. Those are people I don't even know.
Oh, wait. I thought you said this was special. You're talking about doing it with just some random stranger, somebody from college, somebody from high school?
The fact that I did it was special, not who I did it with. You were just the man who was there with me at the time. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm insulted now.
Why would you be insulted? You were part of a special event.
Yeah, I might as well be nameless.
Well, everything's not about you. What, do you want an award or something for just having done it? What is this?
You know what? You go out and tell everybody, you post on Facebook and Twitter, on Instagram that you and me did that.
I already did it.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry. I done posted it like 25 minutes ago. Actually, I was posting it while it was happening.
And scene.
Chris, you were talking about making your first eBay transaction, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't say what it was.
I caught that too, yeah.
I didn't say what it was. I'll leave that to the imagination. Hey, Pierce, you want to?
And I don't like it.
You want to intro and run scene 3 ways?
Sure. All right. Excuse me, Chad. For our next spectacular extravaganza, we need some different genres of movie, film, cinema, other word for film, or Broadway, or any kind of really fiction type genre or nonfiction. I'm going to stop rambling now. We need some suggestions for different genres, as well as something to get this thing started off with. So let's do a type of animal. Type of animal as a suggestion. So 3 genres and an animal. So what's going to happen here for all of y'all out in the Ethernet land is Patrick and Melanie are going to be doing a scene. They'll do a short scene, and it'll just be whatever they want to come up with. I will stop them at some point, and I will have them redo the scene in a new genre. And we'll do that 3 times. So we call it scene 3 ways. Some of us call it scene 4 ways. That's a pedantic religious argument. The correct answer is 3 ways. So, Chad, do we have some genres?
Yes, we do. First of all, we have sci-fi.
I love a good sci-fi. Okay.
Yep. I've never heard this before, but it's a genre now. Cowboy adventure.
Cowboy adventure. All right. And what's our third?
Coming of age story.
Oh, good. All right. And do we have an animal to get them started with?
We have a leopard.
Leopard. Okay. So, let me get off stage. So Patrick and Melanie are going to start out this thing. They're going to be having something to do with a leopard. I will stop them after a minute and have them redo that same scene in this different genre. So this is scene 3 ways in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh my gosh, Mom. We're still going to the zoo today, right?
Yes. We're going to the zoo. I promised you I would go to the zoo.
Oh, I'm so glad because I knew the forecast called for rain, but it's the big day. They're opening the leopard exhibit today, Mom.
I know. Buckle up.
Oh, okay, safety first, Mom.
Yes, always. We don't want to have an accident on our way. Okay.
No, that'll be. Oh,
sorry, it was a parking spot right near the door. Okay, come on. Let's go inside.
Okay.
1 adult and 1 child. Thank you. Here, take your tickets.
Okay.
Here
so
we go.
Excited. I've never seen a leopard in person before.
Oh, look, honey. Look at the elephants. Oh, and the gorillas.
They're so much bigger than I thought, though, Mom.
It's okay, honey. They're behind glass. They can't hurt you. They can't hurt you.
They can smell the fear, though.
No, they can't smell the fear. That is very, very thick. You go away and you leave my baby alone.
I accidentally went in my pants.
Hey,
Oh, they're gonna smell that.
cut. That was a disgusting end. Thank you, Patrick.
Sorry, I actually had to pee, so I figured I'd go ahead and go.
You just use it. Just use it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't even have a background.
Yeah,
I'm a method actor now.
Yes, exactly. Let's let Melanie get back on stage. All right.
Now I'm on stage.
Here we go. Let's do that same scene, this time as a cowboy adventure. In 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, hey there,
Oh, now,
ma'am.
honey, you ride that thing pretty well.
Well, you know they don't call him the Tonto for nothing. You know that's named him for my favorite character from that one show. It's not a man. It's a horse. It's a horse. I got to ride a horse.
Well,
yeah.
Listen, hon. I think it's time you've kind of gone from boy to man, and I think it's time for you to go see the big adventure today.
You mean the leopard rodeo that's in town?
Absolutely. Now come on.
Oh,
come on.
I'm so fearless. Okay, I gotta get my saddle on. Hold on.
Come on. Oh wait. Which? Oh, whoa. All right. Here we are.
Wow, that was a weird way to ride a horse, but we made it here in time.
We did. Hold up. You are gonna let us both in. One mama and one son. Thank you.
Yep. Give her the gun, Yep.
Here
all right,
go.
now I'm supposed to be fighting some wild cat, right?
Oh yeah.
Right, well, first off, I gotta go use the facilities. So, what can you point me to the bathroom now? You know what,
son? You ain't. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a power move here. Hold on.
Cut. Yeah, okay. That got even more disgusting. Cool.
That's your power move.
He pulled a cowboy power move. That's what that is right there.
I mean, honestly, if a guy was going to fight you and he pissed himself, you can have it, man. I don't know what you're fighting for, man. Yeah.
All right. So next up, let's do this. I want to see something a little bit more sweet and tender. Let's do a coming of age story. In 3, 2, 1.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love.
You are.
There's this new girl in school named Leopard, and she's so beautiful. Mom, you have to take me to her house. I just want to see her and tell her my feelings for her.
Well, if her name's Leopard, I really hope she's pretty. So listen, let's go ahead and get on my motorcycle. Let's go check the girl out. Come on.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Come on. Hold on tight.
Okay. I'm holding on tight, Mom.
Is that her house? Is that her house?
Yeah, Mom. We should have worn helmets. I'm just saying. Okay.
That's all right. I dropped you so many times as a child. We're good.
So, this is my first time doing the whole do I pick up a rock? Do I throw it in her window? I don't know how to do that.
There's something looking out the glass. Is that? I just need to know. I'm not sure it's human. Is that her?
Oh no, that's their family dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't like dogs, Mom.
Oh, listen, honey, listen. You are going to be okay. When Leopard comes out here, you don't want to be sitting there in a pile of just nervous piss, all right?
There she is now.
Oh, my God. She's
oh, my goodness.
Gorgeous.
Cut.
I think I peed.
Cut. I don't want to know what happened at the end of that scene.
It was a mutual pee. A mutual power move.
Sure, we'll go with that, Melanie. For a 13-year-old boy, I can tell. So, for our last time through, sci-fi. This time it's sci-fi. 3, 2, and 1.
Hello, human. Human, I require eye contact. Human.
Yes.
Human, I
Stop.
feel like you're mocking me.
I'm not mocking you, son. I have told you again and again to not interrupt me when I am working.
I require sustenance. I require a large feline.
We shall go to the cages now that you are old enough. Now, hold my claw and we will go for a ride.
Thank you for the transportation, human.
You are welcome.
Now, where is this beast? Ah! The beast appears to not be cooked. I have soiled my spacesuit.
Oh man, there was so much to unpack from that. They have finger mouths, like their hands are their mouths.
I realized very quickly that was a mistake because I can now do nothing.
And you kept referring to your alien mom as human. I'm like, is this like an alien insult to their parents? Like you're human.
Stop calling me human.
Oh man, that was good.
We just never established her name, and her name in all scenes was human.
A human, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yes, I'm human mother.
Oh man,
Patrick, you want to introduce letter sub?
Sure.
Oh,
all right.
It's gonna only get better.
For this next scene, we need to get two common consonants because what's going to happen is Chris and Melanie are going to do a game called Letter Sub. In this game, they're going to take one letter and they're going to substitute it throughout the entire scene for another letter. So if the letters were P and C, the word cool would become the word pool. Just, makes it nice and fun. Pretty weird. And then, Chad, we also need a suggestion from earlier up on the show, the one that maybe caught your fancy, that went unused.
I am looking as we speak, so 1 second here. Oh, there's been a lot. Okay, asparagus.
Asparagus. Did someone put that as their astrological sign?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I just saw the word asparagus, and I'm like, you know what? Why not?
All right. And then do we have two letters of the alphabet that we can sub in?
Okay, we have the letter W.
Oh.
And we have the letter K.
K. So I'm guessing all Ks become Ws?
Another way.
All W's become Ks. There it is. All right. So this scene has something to do with asparagus, and all W's are going to become Ks.
Yes.
Okay. This will make sense in a minute. It doesn't now because I'm terrible at introing this game. But this game starts in 3, 2, and 1.
Judy, Key have company coming over later.
Hi.
Kel, my boss, and his Kaif are coming for dinner. I could like to entertain them.
Conda?
Yes,
Conda is coming?
Conda and Killiam, Kill be here. They kill be here soon. Actually,
with their kids?
Yeah,
Kit their kids.
Kit their kids. Both of their kids. Killy and Conda
Kendi?
and Kendi, Killy, Conda, and Killiam. Killy Jr. will Kill be here soon. They're driving down now. Knack. They're driving down Knock. Please tell me, Key have something Key can serve. Maybe beef
Cottermelon?
Cottermelon as an appetizer. Maybe beef Kellington. Key have some old asparagus in the back of the fridge, right?
I could do asparagus, Kellington.
That sounds gross, but yes, I think you're out of options at this point.
But it could make their pee smell.
That's
Revenge.
Revenge. That's an added bonus. Yes. It sounds a little kishy-kashi, if you ask me. But
little Killy is such a little cuss.
Yes, he
I would love for his pee. I could love for his pee to smell.
Judy, I'm concerned that you're really stuck on his pee. This is an issue. Do Key need to go back to therapy? Dr. Coshington mentioned both of us.
Oh, no.
Couples therapy, husband and Kaif.
Oh, now I'm your Kaif.
Well, Kel, you've been since our nuptials, our ketting day. Can you remember our ketting day?
I remember our ketting night.
It was
Kyled. We were Kyled in the day.
Yeah, Kyled, Ket and Kyled, and yeah, I live streamed it. It was my first time. I was it was amazing. I still feel the chills deep down inside my body.
And you remember the Kether?
And see.
That was weird.
That was weird. That was cured.
But Cottermelon Kellington.
Yeah.
Sounds like something kind of yummy, actually. I'm lying, it does not. All right, so
still
who's
better
going to
than
take?
Watermelon Sugar.
All right, so our next game is for Pierce and Patrick, and I'm going to need products. I'm going to need name brand items. They can be anything, but just not tennis shoe like Nike tennis shoe or Coca-Cola. Brands, a brand of anything, a food, an item, a car, whatever. Just start throwing. We're going to need a lot of them. So just don't think. Just improv in the chat and just write whatever comes to your mind, somewhat appropriately. And so what's going to happen in this game is that just like in the movies, I actually was watching a Hallmark movie the other night, and the mother came over to talk to the daughter. And as soon as she walked in the door, the daughter pushed on some Jergens lotion and put it on. And the mom came over and got some Jergens lotion. They both talked and randomly. So that's product placement. Jergens probably paid for that Hallmark film. So we love Jergens. Please sponsor us. So I'm going to have these guys do a scene based on a suggestion that Chad will pull from earlier in the night. And I'm going to throw out these suggestions that you give me. And they're going to have to find a way to justify them into the scene. So, on that note, let me change my background. Do we have some suggestions coming in?
We love Jergens.
Well, I had one, but you kind of ruined it for me there. Anyway. Yeah. Nah, it's
Nivea.
all good. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have here in the chat. First of all, we have Levi jeans.
Levi.
The things we used to wear before COVID.
Yeah, hard pants.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Hershey's Kisses.
Why I can't wear my Levi's jeans.
White Claw brand alcohol.
White Claw. Yeah.
Just White Claw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Xerox copiers.
Wow, Xerox copiers.
That's a big one there. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this specifically mentioned. Cracker Barrel cheese.
Oh, just their cheese.
That's it.
That's a different company. Yeah.
Cracker Barrel cheese.
Yeah, it comes with like the rectangle things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. God, I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in forever.
It's delicious. We love it.
Yes, we love it. Sponsor us. All right, couple more.
Charmin toilet paper.
Charmin, so you don't have to rub your butt against a tree.
That should be the slogan. That should be the slogan.
Isn't that the one with the bear?
There are no other options. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You kind of are. It's just a process.
Charmin toilet paper. It's better than bark.
Process bark. Samsonite luggage.
Samsonite luggage. How about one more?
Hanes underwear.
Hanes underwear. Okay. I'd be curious. Ooh, underwear, which is very different. But we're going to go with underwear and pretend that's what I wrote. So do we have a suggestion from earlier in the night, or did somebody throw something in? If not, let's get a relationship for these two guys.
Alrighty, I'm looking. Let's see here. Oh, my bad, sorry. There is something weird going on with the chat, so I'm having trouble scrolling. Bear with me. Airlines. How about airlines?
Airlines. All right.
Yep.
So this is going to be product placement with Patrick and Pierce. And it's going to have something to do with airlines in 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah. I hate these flights too.
I just wish we could finally get on the jumbo jets. You know, we just have to be on these tiny little puddle jumpers, and I'm here, and I don't have my air legs under me yet, so I'm bouncing all around here. You know.
Well, if you wore your seatbelt, you know, maybe you'd. Anyway.
Oh, the seatbelts are ridiculous. That's just it's a political thing now. If you wear your seatbelt, it's just, you know, everyone wants to be safe. You know, let me live my own life. You know.
Hanes underwear.
You're kind of bumping into a lot, and when you do that, my very comfortable Hanes briefs ride up on me. They don't ride up too much because they are Hanes and they're made for a man's body.
Well, listen, you know, I'm just on this flight trying to get to my destination, trying to get to Milwaukee, you know, to the Harley Davidson Festival, and you know, whatever's going on in your underwear, that's your own problem, man. You know, I mean, I wear Hanes boxers, and those stay perfectly around my waist. So I don't know what your deal is, man, but you need to get some better quality Hanes underwear with X-Temp, now available at Walmart for only $9.99 a pair.
Xerox copiers.
You're going to the Harley show?
Oh my gosh, I love Harleys so much. My last ride was a Xerox copier. I would get on top of it, and I would just ride the wheels down the road, you know. And it was honestly pretty solid, you know. The ink efficiency to get there was top notch. It's a very underrated use for the Xerox copier.
You know, Xerox has the best customer support, and they do have the longest lasting ink cartridges, but none of that can top a Harley.
That's what I'm going there for. You know, I feel like, you know, I actually need a new set of wheels on me. You know, my last ride was 120 volts. I'm looking for 120 cc's now of pure power, you know.
White Claw.
I feel you. You know, I can't wait to get down to the showroom floor, down a couple of delicious, refreshing White Claws, and really get my claw on some of these fat boys.
Yeah, the great thing about that is if you go to Milwaukee, there are no laws when you have a White Claw in your hand. It gives you carte blanche to commit whatever crimes you want, including just riding a Harley willy-nilly. You know, it's very freeing in Milwaukee. They're a very progressive town.
You're absolutely right. The Wisconsin State Legislature actually passed the White Claw law, which is there are no laws with White Claw.
It's amazing. It's such a genius marketing tactic, that you can go there to this Harley festival and you don't have to wear pants or clothes. You can be free. You can strap your Xerox copier on the back and you can ride off into the sunset together. We're like when you're in love, like in a normal loving relationship.
Cracker Barrel cheese. Cracker Barrel cheese.
And while you're there, while you're drinking White Claw, you've got to get Wisconsin cheese curds made with authentic Cracker Barrel brand cheese from your local grocer.
Wisconsin has long claimed to be the cheese capital of the world, but Cracker Barrel is truly reigns supreme when it comes to cheese. Their sharp cheddar.
It's so delicious. You know what? I think they might actually have some on this flight.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see if yes. Can I get a Cracker Barrel brand cheese, please? Oh,
and 2 White Claws. 2 White Claws.
Two.
And scene. Oh my goodness. All righty. That was a fun flight, and I love how. I guess it's the seatbelt that only Patrick was bouncing around on the flight. Like Pierce is like,
I don't have my air legs. Yeah.
Yeah. He was chill.
Free. That's why he wears boxers and I wear briefs.
There you go. He's uncomfortable in those boxers. All right. So our last game of the night.
Yep.
So let's see. So Chris needs to take his headphones out, yes?
Leaving. Yep.
All right. Do come back. Or else it would be a really tough game. So this is for everybody here. And let's see. I'm going to need to figure out where I am. I guess I'm number 2. Are you not? No, I think you're number 1.
I can be number 1, sure.
Yeah. Pierce, Melanie, Patrick is the order I have. So that's what we're going to do. So what I need are, for those of you familiar with Choose a Loser, is that Chris is going to be our sort of single person who's coming on this game show to meet some more single people and see if he can't connect with one of them. So what we need is some famous people, alive, dead, fictional, TV, movie characters. Also maybe some oddities and quirks that we could give them, or it might just be somebody with a oddity or quirk. So if you can, I know that Dr. R.M. Little is going to have some ideas because she's been wanting this to happen. So now's your time to shine, Doctor. All
right.
So Chad, what do we got?
Okay, well, first of all, the cancerous bot has been eliminated from the chat. I have wielded the bat hammer, so I feel really good about now. Let's see.
Congratulations.
Thank you. For famous people, let's see. We have let's see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this scrolling tonight is just absolutely messed up. Okay, someone on the show just to become famous. John Travolta in Grease specifically. Steve Buscemi, Dr. Evil, the ghost of Tony Soprano.
Wow.
Fat bastard from Austin Powers. Oh, the ghost of Tony Soprano gone legit. Good a time as any, I suppose. Someone who copies the answer of the previous candidate but just vaguely rewords it.
Okay, I so want that one because that's where my brain is right now. Okay.
Yes.
I want to be the famous one. I want to be famous. I want to be the one to be famous.
Okay.
You want to be famous? Can be John Travolta-esque or not, but just want to be famous. And I'm going to mimic in new words. And then Patrick, anything strike your fancy?
I wouldn't mind being Dr. Evil.
Yeah, you got a little Dr. Evil. Should we add some quirks?
Yeah, give me
I wouldn't mind because he'll figure mine out pretty easily. So maybe a weird quirk or two.
Someone with a death wish. And of course, someone gone legit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we need some more quirks, folks. So go ahead and.
I can be Dr. Evil gone legit.
Yeah.
And I can have a death wish and be imitating other people's answers. So, all right. So we are good to go, right? Okay, so let's bring our lovely bachelor or bachelorette, we shall see, back into the show.
Okay. Welcome back to Choose a Loser, where you will get to go ahead and choose one of these lucky candidates to be your date at the Olive Garden. Contestant, why don't you tell us a little something about yourself?
Yeah, my name is it's Remus. I've had a rough holiday, so I'm actually looking for some companionship in any way, shape, or form.
Aren't we all, Remus? So, why don't you go ahead and get to finding one of those companions by asking a series of questions on Choose a Loser.
All right, well, thank you for having me. Contestant number one. Now,
me, right here.
All right. Well, thank you for acknowledging that my guess was correct. Now, I find myself as I'm kind of an interesting chef, a little connoisseur of cuisine, if you will. I make a mean squirrel strudel, different things. I'm just curious if is there any sort of special skills you may have, like maybe some hobbies or skills or something that define you differently than most folk.
You know what? My special skill, the thing that sets me apart is I am a totally unique person, and I am willing to do anything to prove that on camera, in front of a live audience, or you know what, a virtual one. I'm cool with that too. Yep, I am willing here and able just for you and your squirrel.
All right, man. You kind of sound like me after a case of Coors Light. That's kind of fun. We got that in common. So contestant number two. Now, I grew up near a lake that we'd go to every summertime, and I'd go fishing and mostly fishing. But I'd swim from time to time. And any memories from your childhood, places you used to go like on vacation, or how you'd spend your holidays with your families you'd like to share with me to let me get to know you a little bit?
Yes. Well, I am like a squirrel, and I am very interested in being, I'm unique. I'm a very unique person. I was a chef in a common sewer, and I really think that I'm special, and that's why I'm here. And, whether it's like a virtual or like a virtual camera. And I also, it didn't work.
Man, that kind of turned me on. I'm not sure if it's supposed to. Contestant number three. Got a question for you. And I'm sorry you guys are really latching on to my squirrel thing there. I cook them. But contestant number three. Now, I grew up with lots of pets. I had like horses and pigs and cattle and ducks and all sorts of stuff. Mostly farm animals. But I did have a leopard once when I was growing up as well. Do you have any particularly memorable pets or companions you had as a kid growing up?
Pets. Right. Listen, I didn't keep many pets growing up. My parents weren't really around. My mother was a Belgian prostitute with webbed feet. But I guess as a boy, I always pined for sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. But I guess those days are behind me now.
Oh man, you got quite the imagination. I like that, man. Once again, something that usually happens to me after a couple of cases of Coors Light. Now, contestant number one. Yeah, I know. Thanks for reminding me that I was right. Now, I have always found that dating can be difficult. In your opinion, what would qualify as a good first date?
The end. If you give me the rose, that would qualify. Obviously, as a good first date. But if we could do something big and like crazy, like bungee jump off the Eiffel Tower, or maybe have a guest spot on like The Voice or something, where you could like introduce me around to other like to the judges, and I mean maybe Simon Cowell, right? I'm just saying I would do a lot for Simon Cowell, a lot. I would do a lot.
Yeah, I'll just give you a little piece of advice. Talk about other dudes to a dude who's interested in you probably isn't the best idea. But contestant number 2, I got a question for you here now. I've always found myself to be quite of the romanticistic type of person. And I like to give baubles and gifts and trinkets and stuff to the people I fancy. What would be a gift or something someone could give to you that would just make you be like, oh my gosh, he's really into me?
Ooh, well, I know that something from Belgium would be good because I'm the mother of a prostitute, and Belgium has chocolate. And I think that, something that Simon Cowell would like, I think would be something that I too would like. So you could ask sort of what he gets, because I didn't have any parents growing up. And you know what? I think actually I'm going to go bungee jump off the Eiffel Tower. I'm king of the world!
Man, you got problems. But that's good. I like problems. I like problems. So contestant number 3. Now, I have in my ways in my life, I have popped a question from time to time to that special someone. Never turned out well, but you know what? I'm never going to stop trying now. But I could use some advice, maybe your concept. How would you go about making a special proposal to someone that you just were digging into? Not digging into like eating, but you liked them.
Oh, no. I'm not a cannibal. No. I've had many loves in my life. One was years ago, back in 1999. Her name was Frau Farbissina, but I guess my real love was Mini-Me, but he sadly passed away. And to honor him, I've ventured out into miniature hamburgers that you get a hamburger and another hamburger is just 1/8 its size, and it'll be something that's so incredibly special that we had a new investor that we've named it after him. It's the actor Benny Crystal, but these mini hamburgers will be called Crystals.
Oh man, I understand how when you lose something small, it can. I had a mini fridge that died on me that I used to keep my Coors Lights in, and I understand that. That's painful. Now, contestant number 1, I got one final question for you, and this has to do with, let's say we were to connect on an emotional and spiritual and loving sort of level, and we were to move in together. Where would you foresee us outside of Simon Cowell's house? Where would you foresee us maybe spending the rest of our potential lives together?
I think it's going to have to be LA. That's where everything happens. I could even, look, waiters and waitresses get famous there. Stuff is dropping on every street corner. I'm sure like Jimmy Kimmel, I'd run into him on the street or something. And he'd just take one look at me and be like, you are going to be the next face of late night TV. And that's it. And I'm like, yes, Jimmy, anything you want me to do, I will do it. Anything. You want me to eat like rotten tacos? I'll do it. You want me to swim with sharks? I'll do it. I'll do anything you want, Jimmy.
Man, that's pretty sad. All right, contestant number 2, I got a final question for you too, and this has to do with offspring. Not like after offspring, like children, not the seasons. Now, I was wondering, how would you be interested in having some offspring, and maybe how many, and what? You got some little names for them rug munchers? Those little crow grinders is what I meant to say. You got some names for the information picked out. I'm sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties with my headphones. I'm at Crumb Grinders. You know where I come from. They've got.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I think that if I were to have kids, I think that Jimmy Kimmel would be a great name. I like to drop Jimmy Kimmels on corners, and let's see what another name would be. A hamburger TV. Did I already say Simon Cowell? Because Simon Cowell would be another one, and I think that I think that those would be the little babies, like a Rotten Tomato. I think is because I want to be famous and and also, do you know if boric acid is poisonous?
I can't be good. I would. Okay. All right. She just did that. All right. Okay. And that's what I would have expected to happen. Contestant number 3, I got one final question for you, and that has to do with how you foresee your your honeymoon going with that special somebody. If whether or not that's me, just curious if you had ideas for maybe where to go and how to spend that special time.
Honeymoon, right? Well, I had 100 billion trillion gajillion $billion saved up for such an occasion, but it was taken by a certain number 2. Now, when I started my business, I started from the grounding up, taking all the lessons I learned at Evil Medical School. But I'll be honest, I don't. The whole miniature hamburgers thing, it's not going very well. I don't have a lot of money, so I guess we would go to, I don't know, the 1960s is where we would go. I have a time machine, so it's not really where you want to go; it's when you want to go. We could go to the moon, but I've been there. It's not very special. I used to have a submarine, but that was no fun either. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the 1960s.
All right, man. Wherever you want to go. I have problems with number 2 too. I called my cowboy power move, and it didn't work, and it didn't work too good. Now,
well, unfortunately, Remus, we are out of time, and we're out of sponsorship from Olive Garden. In fact, we're going to have to change all that to a food truck where everything is themed after carpet. So,
well, yeah,
with that in mind,
for that. That was a faux pas slip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That seems to be the strategy, yes.
Yeah.
But please choose your loser.
All right. So I don't think I want contestant number 2 because she's kind of freaking me out. She's like some sort of person. She's like a mimic, like a mock-mimic person who's also suicidal. A suicidal mimic, I guess.
Basically.
Yeah. And contestant number 1, you were interesting, but I kind of feel like other people are going to take precedence because you are just absolutely obsessed with like making it big in television. Like you want to break into reality TV or TV in general, right?
Whatever makes me famous, buddy.
Whatever makes you just want to be famous. All right. Maybe take some boric acid like she did. I'm not sure. But I am into the contestant number 3. I really like bald men, especially bald men that have just fantastic laughter. So I think I'm going to take Dr. Evil, who also invented like crystal burgers, or is a founder of crystals, makes crystals, tries to make burger joints.
I've made a change of careers.
You used to be a crystal burger maker.
I've gone legit.
You used to make fake crystal burgers. You just gone legit.
Yeah,
okay.
he's just gone legit.
Dr. Evil, who's mended his ways and is now doing a regular lifetime job sort of thing.
Crystals was made up on the spot.
Okay, good.
Crystal is still pretty evil, to be fair.
Well, that is our show. That is our show, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I do apologize for my my faux pas there. I was crumb grinders and cookies, and whatever, booger eaters, I think, but whatever. It is what it is. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys had some fun. I know we did. I just want, before I turn it over to Chad, I just want to thank our cast here tonight. Pierce, Big virtual round of applause to him. Patrick.
Real applause, please.
Yeah, real applause. Yeah, hey. And of course, Melanie for being absolutely great. I love performing you guys. You guys are the best. And Chad for making all the tech stuff work, man. We got this thing rolling again. We didn't have a lot of problems. That's great. I do want to bring up that this was, I think, our 47th short form episode. Pretty soon, we're going to be having number 50 coming up. So 3 shows from now, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not really sure. But just tune into that. It'd be fun just to say, hey, I watched their 50th. So, Chad, we got any ideas for maybe titles for the show? Also, any final going away farewell announcements that we need to make?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the chat has just been on it tonight with the suggestions and with the cheers. Rock'n'Rolla 0928, rather. I'm Needy OK, Eagle Panini, and Aaron Little. Thank you all so much for all the cheers tonight. You've been excellent out there. Aaron Little is apologizing for listing so many titles, but to be fair, we had a lot of really good ones tonight. So, it's okay. Don't apologize. We're good. Alright, so let's see what we have here. I'll put a baby in you. I get a child, you get a fork. Martinis while you breastfeed. Baby, stirred, not shaken. Boombox innards. The Butt Hut. Butt Hut, our goodbyes are thick. With 2 C's. Princess Dolly. Peacier. Pleasant eye contact. My body is boogieing. Cowboy power move. Hold my claw and we'll go for a ride. I have soiled my spacesuit. Killy Jr. I would love for his pee to smell. Haynes, made for a man's body. My last ride was a Xerox copier and Squirrel Strudel.
I liked the baby stirred not shaken. I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know. We'll ask the audience if they've got put back into the chat if you have a particular favorite there. Maybe we'll get it. But how about you guys?
Yeah, I like the Cowboy power move.
Cowboy power move is a good one too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Excuse me while I put this thing.
Yeah, I like Cowboy power move as well. Yeah.
Cowboy power.
As long as it's one of my lines, I don't care what it is. But it has to be all about me.
I like the Butt Hut.
Yeah.
But again, that could a Google search could be a problem. We could be very disappointing.
I found the Butt Hut. Yes, this is people. They're from the Butt Hut.
And they talk about pineapples a lot. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that scene was about pineapples. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're all great. The chat has not decided. They are they are torn, folks. So
between what? Torn between what?
They said all great ones so far. So.
Oh, okay. But we'll name
it all of them. Yeah, just all,
yes.
we'll name all of them in a big list.
I'm limited to like 100 and something characters, guys.
The baby Butt Hut power move, shaken, not stirred. I was kidding. All right, the baby Butt Hut. I don't know. So Chad,
we're just gonna stop the stream now, guys.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. You want to give any final announcements too, while maybe they duke it out, and before we make our decision on the episode?
Yeah, just don't forget that we will be streaming Tuesday. We have our final Jackbox night of the year, which we thought it was last week, but we actually added on another bonus week just to kind of give Chris a little something to think about in being in the lead. And also, don't forget to tune in on Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm not sure we're still.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing the New Year's Eve show or not. I don't think we've decided. I don't know if we have enough cast or not. We'll figure it out. You'll get the update if we're going live on your followers.
Another good reason to follow us on all the social medias and on Twitch. So we'll let you know if we're doing it. Let's see here. Also, spread the word. Let folks know that we're doing this, and go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, where you can buy stuff from our store and sign up to be in our next Jackbox night. So please do that if you can. I tell you what, Michael Glenn in the chat said the Cowboy power move, and the more I think about it, the more I like it.
I like it too. Yeah,
let's.
It definitely came back up in other stuff.
Yeah.
So.
There was a lot of Cowboy stuff, so we're good with that. All right, so that's all from me. Any final words, guys?
Just thank you guys for watching this last 6 months, and we're about to roll out to the end of 2020, which I'm hoping is a good thing, but I'm no longer optimistic because who knows, 2021 could be just even worse. I don't know. I'm just living day by day at this point, and I have a refrigerator full of ham still that I would like to say I don't know where it's going to go, but I do. It's going in my gullet and into my guts. I know that. It's going to happen here shortly. But I hope you guys had a wonderful holidays and have a happy new year. Chad, we're not going to be rating anyone after, or are we? No? Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, thanks to our cast and Chad, of course, for making all this stream possible and keeping all the tech stuff up. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful rest of your night.